During the time of the Salem Witch Trials, people believed in the existence of witches and their ability to cause harm through magic. The belief in witchcraft was widespread and deeply ingrained in the culture of colonial New England. It was rooted in religious beliefs and superstitions that had been passed down for centuries. One of the main beliefs about witchcraft was that it was a form of devil worship. Puritan colonists believed that the devil was constantly seeking to corrupt the souls of the faithful, and that witches were one of his most effective tools. Witches were believed to have made a pact with the devil, and in exchange for their allegiance, they were given supernatural powers to harm others. Tituba was an enslaved woman of African and Native American descent who worked for Samuel Parris, a Puritan minister, and his family in Salem Village, Massachusetts. Little is known about her life before she arrived in Salem, but it is believed that she was born in the Caribbean and brought to North America as a slave. Life as an enslaved person was difficult, and Tituba likely faced many challenges and hardships. She had little control over her own life and was at the mercy of her owner. She was also vulnerable to abuse and mistreatment, as enslaved people had few legal protections at the time. Despite her difficult circumstances, Tituba may have found some measure of solace in her religious and cultural practices. It is believed that she practiced some form of folk magic and may have shared some of her practices with the Parris children, including Betty and Abigail. It is unclear exactly what type of magic Tituba practiced, but it likely included elements of African and Native American spiritual traditions. These practices may have been seen as strange or exotic by the Puritan colonists, and they may have contributed to the suspicions that eventually led to Tituba's involvement in the witch trials. The events that led to Tituba's involvement in the witch trials began in January 1692, when Betty Parris and Abigail Williams, the daughter and niece of Samuel Parris, began exhibiting strange and unexplained behavior. They would scream, contort their bodies, and claim to see visions of witches and other supernatural beings. The cause of their afflictions was unknown, and the community was thrown into a state of panic and confusion. The Puritan colonists believed that the devil was constantly seeking to corrupt the souls of the faithful, and they saw the strange behavior of the girls as evidence of witchcraft. Under intense pressure, Betty and Abigail began to name names, accusing members of the community of being witches and causing their afflictions. They eventually implicated Tituba as well, claiming that she had used her magic to bewitch them. Tituba was interrogated and tortured until she confessed to being a witch. She claimed that she had seen the devil and signed his book, and she implicated others in the community as well. Her confession set off a chain reaction of accusations and arrests that led to the escalation of the witch trials. It is unclear whether Tituba's confession was genuine, or whether she was simply telling the authorities what they wanted to hear in order to save herself from further harm. It is also possible that she believed in the reality of witchcraft and may have genuinely believed that she was a witch. Regardless of her motivations, Tituba's involvement in the witch trials had far-reaching consequences. Her confession and accusations helped to fuel the hysteria that gripped the community, leading to the imprisonment and execution of many innocent people. After the trials, Tituba's fate is unclear. Some sources suggest that she was released from prison and sold to another owner, while others claim that she was freed by her original owner, Samuel Parris. There are also reports that she may have returned to the Caribbean or moved to another part of the United States. Despite the uncertainties surrounding her life, Tituba's role in the Salem Witch Trials has made her a significant figure in American history. Her status as an enslaved woman and her involvement in the trials highlight the complex and often troubled history of race and power in colonial America.